It's not often I'm carrying out surveys in the middle of nowhere and you have to climb over loads of bridleways and obstructions. But there we go. I've seen an alarming number of people claiming on websites, claiming online that they're Niceic approved contractors carrying out electrical work, and when you do the check, they're not. So I work for some clients, and my company, we are electrical contractors, so we carry out electrical work, but also I manage other electrical companies, and it's almost like a consultancy role with clients to oversee what people are doing. So I look at certification, reports, I carry out due diligence on whether people are competent and whatever. And I've mentioned before in a few sort of videos about sort of some discrepancies I've had with contractors. I'm just seeing an alarming number of people. So literally, all I do is to look up a company. If they say they're Niceic, you just go on the Niceic website, you find a contractor, and you can either search by name or by postcode. So go on a company and check out their postcode and find out. Or you can call them up and ask them and say, look, can you tell me, are these registered? And they'll say, yes, they're approved, or a domestic installer or whatever. It's that simple. It doesn't take long at all. And, it's not just the Niceic, but people tend to... There's a sort of thing in the industry that is the benchmark. It's not technically true. I mean, there's other competent person schemes. You've got Niceic, you've got Stroma, you've got Alexa, and the Niceic are both run by Searchor, so effectively run by the same company. So there's more than just the Niceic, but that is the one that seems to have a lot of people say that they're approved, and they're not. So it's false advertising, and they're misusing the use of the Niceic logo. So I don't know of anybody who has been prosecuted by that, but I have seen literally dozens and dozens of people claiming that they're registered, but they're not. And the truth is, guys, I'll put a link above for my how to prepare for your Niceic assessment. Right, and in that video, it's pretty straightforward what you've got to do. It's the only thing I don't sort of explain is your installs, what you're doing on site. But you carry out your installs, and it's down to you to make sure that you're trained, and you've got the right qualifications for the work that you're doing. Manufacturer training is a big one, because it's important to know how to install bits of kit. And so that sort of explains how to carry out your assessment for your Niceic membership. And guys, it's pretty straightforward. As long as you know what you're doing with electrics, and you know your regs and that, or you know where to look for stuff. So that's another important thing. I'm not going to claim that I know everything about electrics, because the truth is I don't. There's guys that know way more than I do, that they absolutely, when I talk to them, they absolutely blow my mind with regulations and stuff like that. Really clever guys. But the important thing about anything like electrics and things like that is that you know where to look. So you know who to go to, you know what book to read. It's like I've got all my my hard copy books in the office, but also I've got, with my membership with the IET, I've bought a software package that I have all things like the on-site guide, guidance notes, and the regulations all on my computer. So I'm out, as you guys know, I'm out and about quite a lot. So I just go on my computer and I've got everything there. So like for example, I'm doing this survey now, and there's a couple of things I need to sort of check. I don't know off the top of my head, but I know when I go back to the office or whatever, I'm going to check in the book and find out the answer. It's important to know where to look. The amount of electricians don't even have the regulations, BS 7671, the latest version. It's shocking how many people don't have that. How can you do your job without having the book that dictates what you do? It's crazy. But there we go. So yeah, guys, if you take on any electrician, check out their credentials. Go on the Niceic website or NAPIT or whatever they are, and check out, are they actually registered? You might be shocked, because I'm finding lots and lots of people who aren't, and it's wrong. It's really, really wrong. So, and there's other things you can do. I've got an account, sort of a credit check account with. I use Credit Safe. You can use others like I think Xperia or Expedia. You can use Expedia, you can use Xperia. I think that they're two completely different things. But anyway, and you just pay a fee a month and you can do a credit check on companies. You know, it'll sort of tell you a little bit about that company and if they're a risky company to deal with. Because if there was like a red flag on a company because their financials are really bad, I would question it in a sense that are they going to be doing the job? Are they going to be trying to cut corners because they're you know, their cash flow's bad or something like that? It's just something that I'm always a bit sort of mindful of, and I'll report that back to my customer. But also, it's about know who you're paying as well. So if somebody is asking for a hefty deposit, for example, you want to know that they're right. I mean, this is my view, and you guys know me. I am very open online. Anybody can search my name, Google my name, and there's loads of stuff that comes up with magazines that I've been in, stuff online that I've posted, articles I've written, my YouTube channel, you name it. Like, I am open as anything. I've got nothing to hide. And I do question sometimes some people who do hide things, like on websites they hide their address. Now, I understand, like a one-man band, for example, might not want their home address put on there on a website for everybody to see, but at the same time, if something goes wrong, you want to have an address to sort of be able to contact that person via writing or anything like that. So I just believe in being very open and honest, and making yourself out there online, because you've got nothing to hide. It's just my view. Anyway, I've been rambling on a little bit. Got some other videos coming up soon. I've got some product demonstrations that I'm going to show you. I've been given a few sort of fire alarm and electrical products that I'm going to have a bit of a play with, so I can show you. Again, I'm really looking into the electric vehicle, the EV industry, and making sure people are doing things how they should do, because there's lots that aren't. And in my opinion, it's quite, electric vehicles done wrong can go, it's dangerous. And I am concerned that there's many out there that are carrying out works that aren't safe. So I'm going to be looking into that soon as well. And it's starting to rain a little bit here, guys, so I'm going to wrap this up and walk away from this cow over there. It's giving me the eye. Thank you for watching my video, guys. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel. Please give this a thumbs up, and I look forward to the next one. Goodbye.